follow the directions on the slide. I want you to create a paraphrase of the poem. You might want to use this as an opportunity to write a simple summary. You want to be able to answer the questions: who seems to be speaking in the poem? Where is the story taking place? What is the setting? When does the action take place? What seems to be the conflict? Why is there a conflict? And is there any background information? I'm going to give you about 6 minutes to complete this part of the activity on your Tipcast page. Connotation is the association that words carry. Now I want you by yourself, because COVID, I want you to look for patterns of diction in the poem. Then, using your tone resource handout, I want you to choose a word that characterizes the speaker's attitude. You will have 6 minutes to complete this activity. Do you see any shifts, changes, or contrast in the poem? What is the effect? I want you to think about, does the sentence structure change? Does the point of view change? Does the subject change? Does the tone change? I'm going to give you about 8 minutes to complete this part. Now we're going to work on the next 2 rows of the handout. How has your understanding of the title of the poem changed? What is a theme of the poem? For the title row, examine the title again. What does it mean now that you've read the poem? Did the meaning of the title change? I'm going to give you about 4 minutes to complete this part. Now, write a thematic statement for the poem. Remember that a thematic statement is a sentence that describes how the author's vision about the human condition is revealed. In other words, what the author has to say about the subject is represented by an abstract noun. Remember, abstract nouns are nouns that you can't touch. Thematic statements should be declarative sentences and should be universal. In other words, it should be able to apply to another text. Thematic statements should not be bound by time period, genre, or culture, but they should reveal truths about human nature. I'm going to give you about 4 minutes to write a thematic statement for this poem. Now I want you to answer the following questions on your reading response journal page that you already took notes on. How is the perspective in the poem different from the perspective Caroline Alexander offered? What view do you agree with, and why? If you don't finish this before the class period ends, you will need to finish it for homework. Congratulations! You have completed the Odyssey Lesson 15. In this lesson, you read a modern poem with thematic connotations to the Odyssey. You also analyzed how an author transforms source material in a specific work.